my friend his father owned an electronics company, and they had a lot of contracts with various police municipalities. They had contracts with the state police. What they did is they essentially calibrated the radar, the VASCAR, and the ESP that catches all of us when we're speeding. That was one of the things that his father's company did. And that's one of the things he did over the summers and when he worked there. And this was, like, I think after our freshman year in college. He gave me a call and he said, are you up? I'm answering the phone. Yeah, I'm up. So he says, I'm going to bring, I got a cruiser. I'm going to come up and we're going to take the cruiser and police cruiser and we're going to go pick up a new one. So he pulls up in my driveway and he's got a Crown Victoria, and this thing's got like several 100,000 miles on it. It's an unmarked car. It's just kind of beat. So we take that and we go to this local municipality, to this police station. And I'm waiting while he goes in, and he comes out with a set of keys, and sitting over in the corner is a brand new police cruiser. This thing is not unmarked. This thing is very marked. This thing has lights, spotlights, everything. And we, being two 19, 20-year-old males, are going to take this vehicle back to his father's company, back to the office, in a kind of a circuitous route. We're not going to go directly home. We get in, and it's absolutely brand new. I mean, I looked down, and I don't know why I looked down. I just remember looking down and seeing this drab olive bag that contained the words Smith & Wesson, where the shotgun was, because the shotgun hadn't been mounted on the dashboard yet, or if you've ever seen the shotgun mounted on the dashboard like that. So we're in the car and we're proceeding. And we kind of went to a semi-residential neighborhood. And when you're in a police car, it's kind of fascinating. We weren't thinking about it. We were just kind of driving along. All these cars all around us are going really, really slow. And we're like, why are you? And there's this Camaro in front of us. I remember this Camaro. And like, why are you going? It's like they're going 20 miles an hour in a 25-mile-an-hour zone, and we're in a police car. So I look over at Kevin. I'm like, come on? Can we do it? And he's like, oh, okay. So he flips the switch, lights come on. I can't remember if we hit a siren or not, to be 100% honest. But this car pulls over instantly, and we're like, oh my God. He hits the accelerator, it's warp speed, we fly past this car, we're laughing our asses off, we think this is the best thing ever. The problem I don't know if there's anybody in law enforcement who's here, but the problem inside, if you've ever been inside a police cruiser, I've been in a few, unfortunately, there are a lot of switches in there. It's like a 747 in there. There are, just a phalanx of switches everywhere. And the problem was, I don't think he really paid attention to which switch he switched on. And we're going around these neighborhoods with the lights on. We're looking in people's front windows, and we're seeing the fact that the lights are still on. He's flipping other switches. There's all these lights that will like show down an alley, and all kinds of lights that different spotlights do all kinds of wild things, but none of them are turning off the main lights. And we're kind of getting to the point where we're freaking out a little bit. And finally, he gets the switch to turn off the side light and the spotlight and the flashing lights. And so we, as you can imagine, we just kind of went home very calmly, and not with much aggression or not with much mayhem in mind. So we did get to my block, and right before my block, he flips the light back on and goes busting up my street and pulls up into my drive with the light still on. And he lets me out. I get out. He turns the lights off. He leaves. I get in my car a little bit later. I go to work. I come back home that evening. And my mom says to me when I get home, she said, was Kevin over here? Did he didn't pick you up in a police cruiser, did he? I'm like, how the hell do you know that? She said, well, the neighbors called and they said, the police brought you home this morning. And I said, yeah, he picked me up in a cruiser, and that's what happened. And to this day, I don't know if she can not remember now, but for years and years and years, she would never tell me who narked on me. I wanted to know who in the neighborhood was the mark who was going to tell on me no matter what. So that's the end.